Thank you to the engineering department. Good afternoon, fans. Here we are in beautiful Franklin County. Semi-chilly weather here at Benton for the Rangerettes. Rangerettes start the game at 6-5. Lady Bulldogs at 9-1. Got the Coach Weinmiller and Coach Stafford with the umpires, Mr. Ron Hacker, Mr. Jacob Schnurr. Calling today's game. The game was moved on the potential inclement weather tomorrow. Don't know if that's going to happen or not, but we're here. They're here. They're home games, so they set the rules. We'll play this one in just a few minutes. Lady Bulldogs came off a conference win last night against the Massac County Lady Patriots. Benton, of course, is in the other side of the conference now. Therefore, this is just a normal Southern Illinois rivalry game. Going over the ground rules here. Interesting field. This is 203 down the line, which is 3 feet farther than ours at home, but it's 228 in dead center. Several years ago, a young lady who caught for us named Kathleen Campbell hit a shot that cleared that 228 fence and that's one of the longest home runs I've ever seen. This is a short fence rather than the 10-foot fence that we have. Of course, the big game in Southern Illinois today is Carterville and AJ. We've played Benton once or twice. A couple times. We played them 3 times in the year. Mr. Ron Hacker, the home plate umpire, is in his, if I'm not mistaken here, this is, I think, his 47th year of umpiring. Long time. He's done several state tournaments. It's kind of interesting. Umpires, of course, have numbers. And he's probably one of the few still active who has a number that starts with a 1. It's interesting that the 2 officials that are above him or the one above and below him in the alphabetical list of umpires here in Southern Illinois both have numbers that start with an 8. According to the scoreboard out there when they first turned it on, Benton beat somebody 16-6. I saw it in the paper, but I don't remember who it was in their last home game, which I believe was Monday. All right, here goes Coach Stafford into the third base box. Last warm-up pitch, fires down to second base. Rangerettes having their little conference in the circle. And Ava Brown will lead it off for the Lady Bulldogs. Ava's done a real good job of getting on base. When she gets on base, she usually scores. And here we go with the first pitch. And it's a bloop out. It's going to drop. Ava Brown, leadoff single. All right. Kinsley Smothers wearing her unfamiliar number 44. Unfortunately, in the purple jerseys, her normal number 3 is unavailable. Therefore, she has to switch over to number 44. Here comes the bunt attempt. Called for a strike. Kind of the traditional start to the game. Ava singles, and Kinsley has to try to move her over to second with a bunt. A little bit of a sun coming out right now. And here comes the pitch. That's ball low. Coach Stewart down at first base. Field looks to be in pretty decent shape. I don't know how much rain they got up here. Ball too low. Runner on the outside part of the plate. Lady Bulldogs in their gray breeches and purple tops. They got several combinations. I think this is the first time they've worn this combination this year. There's the bunt right out in front of the plate. Fires it to the second baseman covering. So that's a sacrifice. And we went out. Ava now in scoring position, and here comes Hadley the Dent Hunt. There's a foul ball back. We did not do the game the other night when she hit our scoreboard with a big home run and put a little dent in it. She gets an official nickname as the Dent. There's strike. 0-2 now. One out, runner on second. Catcher setting up pretty much outside. It's way outside. Ball one. That's kind of a tradition situation there. You get 2 strikes on your batter, set up outside, see if you can get him to chase. Hadley displaying a good eye. Oh, now she's going to set up inside. There, shot down the third base line off the screen. I think that ended up in, their batting cage down there. Kind of have a batting cage right next to the fence. Not sure how far a camera goes down that way. Hadley's hanging in there at 1-2. Ava's getting a good lead off. Oh, umpire dropped a card there. There's a little bloop. It's right to the first baseman, and she hauls it in for out number 2. This brings up Abby Stacy. She kindly picks up the probably a lineup card that Mr. Hacker inadvertently dropped. Here's the first pitch to Abby. There was a strike on the outside corner. Catcher setting up outside. There's a foul ball. Foul ball. Right in front of the plate. A little squibber there. Had an interesting one last night against Massac County where the ball was spinning down the first base line, and it potentially was going back into fair territory, which makes it a fair ball, of course. I think it was Kinsley's. Here's set. That's outside. Catcher sets up outside. It's way outside. But a little squib that gets English on it and goes down foul. It can come back in fair territory unless the hitter, she's setting up way outside again, almost in the other batter's box. That's high. Now we got 2s on all the spots in the scoreboard. Abby's back in. Good swing here. Will get us a run. It's a ground ball back to the pitcher. Fires to the first baseman, and that ends the inning for the Lady Bulldogs. And a hit and a sacrifice don't pay off. Lady Bulldogs, pretty much standard defensive alignment. Coral Hathaway will be in the circle, and Maddie Walker will be in left field. It's kind of the setup when one pitches and the other doesn't. Hadley, our third pitcher, is the DP for the day. And the Rangers send up J.C. Webb, Malia Webb, and Avery Thomas. We're going to assume that the Webb young ladies are probably sisters. A couple of infielders. Here comes Coral firing one in there. Yeah, look good. Pretty much in the sunshine now. Coral had a very good offensive defensive game last night. She cracked a home run, and she made a really spectacular catch out in left field to rob one of the Massac County hitters of, I'm sure, at least a double if it had gotten by her, but she dove for it. There's Ava with a rocket down to second base and steps in the shortstop for the Rangerettes, J.C. Webb. All right, fans, here we go. On defense, the Lady Bulldogs. A little low for ball one. Little high and inside, ball two. Once again, this is the leadoff hitter for the Rangerettes. Coral with the wind in the fire. There. Strike one. Nice pitch there. There's a little pop-up. I'm not sure if I can get that one. Well, I guess behind the umpire there, I believe Kinsley pulled that one in. My vision's blocked here just a little bit. I'm sure you probably saw that better on camera. This is Malia Webb. She's playing second base for the Rangerettes now. One out, nobody on. Coral checks her numbers. I believe Coach Red called for a strike. And he got it. That one's low. He keeps it in playable territory. Oh, there's not really a crisis if that one gets by. It's only a crisis when somebody's advancing. All right, 1-1 now. One out. Another one a little low there. 2-1 now. Oh, that caught her. All right, this brings up the DP, Avery Thomas. I believe she's okay. It's easy for us to say. Those trouble is on a cold day, sometimes a plunk will kind of get you down. I believe the Lady Bulldogs are playing in for the possible bunt. And there's a strike. Ooh, Ava was thinking about firing that one down there. All right. Coach Juan Miller down there with a series of numbers that mean something to the Lady Earth Rangerettes. There's a ground ball to Abby. Ooh, nice try there. Good play. There we go. Got the lead runner there. Nice turn there by Riley. That 5-4-3 double play is a little harder to get than the 6-4 because that's two long throws. And this brings up the cleanup hitter and first baseman Marley Kluss. There's one back off the screen. Got a pretty stable screen here. Our engineering department may not have to do much work today, other than help me get the microphone turned on. There's strike two. I'm not sure that would have been a strike if she'd have held up, but it's two, and that's what counts. All right. Coach Stafford calls for strike three right here. I heard the numbers. I think that's what, oh, Ava's sitting up outside. Up a little bit too far out. Didn't chase. 1-2, 2 outs. Runner on first. That one's low for a ball. There's strike three. Buzzed it by her. So, with a couple of goose eggs on the board for inning number one, Coral Hathaway, Emma Mills, and Kinsley Stewart. And here comes the going down throw. Pitcher Coral Hathaway. Like the Bulldogs in their short sleeves today, I think some of them may have thought a little differently. Pitcher looks at the dugout for her sign from her signal from the coach. There's oh. They're going to give her a base hit on that one. You get a line drive to that third baseman, they don't have much time to react. This will be Emma Mills. All right. Catcher setting up a little bit outside, anticipating a bunt. Oh, foul ball. Coral on first. Coral with good speed. He didn't have to courtesy run for her. It's kind of interesting that, usually a pitcher or catcher, they'll have a courtesy runner for them. There's a swing and a miss. Catcher fakes a throw to first. Coral scampers back to the bag. Catcher's going to set up and batter almost in the batter's box on the outside corner there. Oh, nice pitch there. That was strike. Caught her. Kinsley Stewart playing first base as usual. And they won't be able to set up in that batter's box this time. That's a swing and a miss. Strike one. Coral's still down there at first base. Sitting up in the other batter's box here. Oh, caught the corner. There's a pop-up going toward the dugout. Oh, nice try by the third baseman. She can't quite pull it in. Pretty close to the fence over there. That's always tough for a fielder going at full speed and worrying about running into the fence. Although this is the traditional chain link fence, which might sting a little, but it's not going to be usually as serious unless you hit a pole. Now then it's a different story. All right, here's Kinsley. Oh, she's going to hit the ground ball. It's going to get through. Center fielder fields it. All right. Kinsley picks up a nice hit there. Those kind of seeing eye singles. And here comes Briley Bergen, second baseman, freshman. Only freshman in our starting lineup. Got very colorful batting gloves on there. That one's high for ball one. Runners on first and second. An infield fly situation here. There's one to right field. And the right fielder hauls it in route number 2, and McKinder Douglas. McKinder's had a couple hits in the last couple ball games. Scored a couple of runs. Number 9 hitter in the lineup. See if she can poke one through. Foul ball off her foot. That'll sting just a little bit there for a minute. Umpire giving her a chance to kind of shake it off. Bring her down to normal speed. She's one of the faster players on the team. All right, catcher setting up way outside here. Oh, got the call. Oh, and 2. 2 outs. Need one to poke through here. Here's a ground ball to the shortstop. Wings it to first, and that'll shut down the Lady Bulldogs in inning number 2. Oh. We Got one runner on the first inning, two runners on the second inning here. So the Rangerettes will send up hitters number 5, 6, and 7. Taylor Ray McGuire, Carly James, and Lucy Ciccone. Clouding up again. Just seems a little cooler when it clouds up. Coral working her way to the... She spent the whole inning standing out there on the bases. Now she's in the circle. Outfielders warmed up. There's Ava with a rocket to second. Mr. Hacker getting the plate all cleaned off, so he has a good view of things. First base coach and the umpire seem to be friends down there. Nothing implied by that. I used to talk to the umpires when I coached first base. There's a shot down the line going to be foul. Emma Mills tracks it down there. It's the right field foul fence, I should say. Coach Stafford called for a strike on this pitch. And he doesn't get it. 1-1 now. All right, call for a different pitch. Maybe get a different result. There's a ground ball. And one of those squibbers down the line. You got to just get that touched in foul territory because there is no way you're probably going to throw anybody out when it's that slow. Have a smart player, senior. She's been at third base for quite a while for us. And she's going to continue her career next year in softball at Wren Lake. Be up here just north of Benton. There's a shot in the right field. Just past Riley, so there's a single. That's her first hit. And here comes pitcher Carly James. Have a courtesy runner here. All right. Pitcher up, courtesy runner on first. I'd say the infield will be pulling in here. Pull the corners in and see what happens. Let's throw her a tough pitch to bunt. And she swings. Whoa. All right. Of course, they may be bunting on the second pitch rather than the first one. Never know. All right. An attempted pick off down there at first. Young lady just barely got back. Kind of embarrassing if you're a courtesy runner and you get picked off. Ava firing that cannon down there. Whoa, there's a shot. Just about got Coach Weinmiller down there. He's got her hoodie on out there in left field. 1 ball, 2 strikes. No outs on a runner on first. I seriously doubt there'll be a bunt on this situation, so we'll see if Coral can get that strike Coach Red's been calling for. Oh, Ava did a good job digging that one out of the dirt. That one got away from her. All right, evens the count at 2-2. Oh, just missed on that one. Just missed. Full count. All right, we need a pitch here. See if we can get it. There's a ground. Oh, hey, Abby. Oh, gets away. Uh-oh. That's going to get a run in, I'm pretty sure. Nope, he's going to hold her at third. All right. All right, this is the center fielder, Lucy Giacone. Runners on first and second. Giacone, number 7 in the lineup. There's a swing and a miss. There's what we needed. Abby made a nice play on that, but unfortunately, the throw kind of got away from her. Outfielders got it back soon enough to keep the runner on the bases and not in the dugout. There's a strike 2. Tried to bunt on that one. See if Coral can get out of this one. Ooh, just missed with ball 1. Not a bad pitch there. Batter didn't go for it. And here's Coral with a set. Here she goes. It's ground ball to third. All right. Ground ball to shortstop. Fires out the first for 1 out, but the run crosses the plate, and the other runner moves to third base. So now we've got the third baseman, McKenna Drew. 1 out. Kinsley kind of hesitated there. I think she thought her best chance was to get the runner. That's definitely a tag play at the plate. A swing and a miss. Drew, the number 8 hitter in the lineup. Yeah, sun's starting to come out a little bit now. Foul ball there. Oh, and 2. 1 out. Like to get something where we keep that runner over on third base. Yep. I think Coach Stafford called the strike 3. That's going to be on the outside corner. Oh, too far out. 1 ball, 2 strikes. There's a shot to left. That brings the run in. I'm not sure. I cannot see that well enough. It went off her glove. I think she should have had that one. I'm going to go with an E7 on that. We may discuss that one later on. But it brings in the run. And now we got a runner on second base. Number 9 hitter, Michaela Shelton. That one's high. Maddie had a long way to go for that one, but she kind of got settled underneath it. I thought she should have caught it, but again, there's ball two. Kayla Shelton wears number 0. It's only been legal for just a few years. She couldn't wear 0 for a long time. She's the left fielder. The runner on second and 1 out. There's a long foul. Two runs in for the Rangerettes. There's a ground ball. It's going to be foul. Fielded cleanly there by Ebb. 2 strikes. Another foul ball there. It's interesting. Softball's pretty much still using the number codes here to the pitcher, catcher. Baseball has an electronic device where the pitching coach can talk to the catcher. Now, the catcher cannot respond to him verbally. But pitching coach will tell the catcher basically what, curveball, whatever, and where the setup. There's strike 3. Out number 2. All right, we're back at the top of the order. J.C. Webb, she popped up to Kinsley at shortstop last time. We're in the second inning here. Ball inside.